Hey guys, recording one of these videos a little bit differently. It's still gonna be the same content of me talking about something, kind of ranting about it, but we're going back to like early 2010 YouTube with the gameplay in the background while I do it. Let me know what you guys think. If you prefer just my big bald head talking to you, then of course I can do that, but I know the Zoomers, they really like shit to look at, and Dead Space is one of the games I'm going to be talking about here, so I figured it would be fitting to record a little bit of gameplay for it. This is pretty early in the game, too, so you don't really have to worry about spoilers. It's Chapter 3. But today I wanted to talk about just kind of PC gaming in general and how fucking awful it is, dude. Like, holy hell. It has never been a better time to be a console gamer. I mean, genuinely. It's kind of crazy because, like, a few years ago, if you would have asked me, you know, oh, should I get a console? Should I get a PC? I would have told you 100% get a PC, right? I mean, especially these days with Game Pass, we're getting basically all of the same games as Xbox. So really, it just comes down to, do I get a PlayStation or a PC? You know, really no point in having an Xbox anymore, to be honest, since everything is on PC Game Pass. And honestly, now it's kind of swapped. Like, I am starting to really see the benefit of console gaming, especially with physical media, because a lot of games coming out, in fact, I would say the majority of games coming out to PC are just having really poor performance. And sorry about that, Mama barking at something, who knows what. But it's really, really sad to see. Like, let me list you off a couple games here, okay? We have that have just had really bad PC ports. Okay, we've had Hogwarts Legacy, and this is just recently. Hogwarts Legacy, Callisto Protocol, Dead Space Remake, Wild Hearts, now Wolong Fallen Dynasty, Forspoken, which was kind of a doo-doo game anyway, so I don't think anybody really cares. On top of that, if you go just a little bit further back, we have like the Horizon Zero Dawn PC edition. You have Gotham Knights, if you actually cared about Gotham Knights. There's a ton of games now that are just running really, really poorly on PC, man. And it's a really big bummer to see because, honestly, it's making it really hard to recommend that people come to, PC, because even PC exclusive games like Dark Tide, right, which was very, very hyped up. It is coming to Xbox eventually, but even PC exclusive stuff like Dark Tide is running like dog shit. And you may be one of those people, my friends always do this all the time. They go, oh, well, Hogwarts Legacy ran fine for me. And I go, oh yeah, really? How did it run? And they're like, oh, it ran at 60 FPS. Dude, 60 FPS in like 1080p or even 1440p is not acceptable if you have a beast of a PC. It's just not acceptable, dude. Maybe if we were back in like 2012, a fucking decade ago, that would be acceptable, man. But it is so common now. You can spend like 150 bucks to get 120 or 144 hertz or 165 hertz 1080p monitor. You can spend 200, 250 to get a 1440p 144 hertz monitor. Like, this shit is standard now, dude. 120 and 144 hertz should be the new standard, not 60. Like, 60 is for people playing on TVs. It's for console gamers. It's not for people playing on PC, dude. And it's not even just that. Like, sure, are some people maybe getting okay frames in like Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, my game was running at like 80, for the vast majority of it, except in a few areas. Then it would drop down to, 40 or 50, but the frame timing was really bad as well. Your frame rate may say that it's high, but frame timing and frame pacing is a huge issue. And, you even go further back to like Resident Evil 8, right? Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3, like all of these games, even though they're on the wonderful Resident Evil engine, because they have de novo, they are stuttering. you know, and performance is not what it should be. And that's the thing with Dead Space here is Dead Space Remake was, for the most part, a pretty okay port, I would say. Like performance was all right. It was usually around like 90 to 120, but the stutters, like you'll probably even see it in the gameplay that I recorded here. It's still stuttering, and it's been what, a month since release, if not longer. It still has the stutter issues, and it's mainly if you're running through the Ishimura fast, and this is on an NVMe SSD, so it's not even like a loading screen issue. I don't know what it is, but yeah, there's just stutters on here as well, and this is something that was replicated in Digital Foundry's testing, and that's just really what we're seeing a lot. And these stutters are, they're just terrible because the game can be like running perfectly fine, you know, even 120 FPS, totally fine. And then you just get stutters. And it doesn't matter what your machine is. I mean, Digital Foundry tests these games on like a $8,000 PC, you know, the 4090 and the Intel super giant nuclear reactor fucking processor, right? That's specifically designed for NASA supercomputers to compute like the gravitational pull of a black hole or something. Like Digital Foundry is testing this on super PCs that none of us have. The top 0.0001% of us have, right? Like I would say my PC is probably in the top 1%. I have a 3080 Ti, a Ryzen 7 5800X at 4.2, at 48 gigabytes of RAM. I have any of my games I actually care about performance and stuff on an NVMe SSD. It's extremely quick. So I'd say I'm in the top 1%, maybe top 2%, like with a 3080 Ti and all of that. These dudes are testing top 0.0001%, and they're still getting the same performance issues that I'm getting with the stuttering. And it's absolutely ridiculous because you take a game like Wolong Fallen Dynasty, right? A game I was actually very excited for because I really enjoyed Team Ninja's stuff. And like, I've really wanted one of those types of games, like a Souls, like a linear Souls type game, because we didn't get one. You know, we got Elden Ring, which I know a lot of people really love Elden Ring, but I made a whole video on the fact that I'm not really a big fan of Elden Ring because I'm not the biggest fan of open world content, and I prefer the linear based system of normal FromSoft games. So it's really frustrating because I was so excited for Wolong. I was thinking, God damn, this is finally gonna be the thing. You know, this is gonna be the thing. This is gonna be my Souls-like a game that I get to play. It's gonna be nice and linear, and it was looking pretty long. Like conservative estimates for the length were around 40 hours. I was very excited. And then, you know, it comes out and it's so bad, dude. Like the performance is so laughably bad. I wish I had high quality gameplay to show you guys, but I couldn't even record like high quality footage of it. Like it literally runs that bad. Like with my beast of a rig, I couldn't even record good gameplay for you. At least this I could easily record. Like Dead Space, I could still record 60 FPS. All maxed out 1080p for you guys. But I couldn't even do that with Wolong. It's that bad, dude. It's crazy. And it's just such a bummer, man. And you look at any of the other games, like Wild Hearts. I was so excited for that. I've been hyped for that for a while. And I'll admit it, I was going to wait a while because I've been very vocal about the fact that I'm not going to support, you know, $70 titles, but I was really excited to have a Monster Hunter competitor and a new Monster Hunter type game because I wasn't the biggest fan of Monster Hunter Rise, to be entirely honest. And that game just plagued with stuttering issues no matter your rig, and it's just so unfortunate, dude. It's such a freaking bummer because I like I've convinced so many people to get into PC gaming back when it was good, and now it feels like we've went back over a decade to when we were just getting terrible PC ports all the time. And it's just so like demoralizing to be like, "Oh yeah, there's a new game." And you're better off playing it on a console. On a $500 console, it's going to run better than a $5,000 PC. I mean, just think about that statement. Like, really just take a moment to think about how ludicrous that statement is. You can pay a tenth of the price and get better, more stable performance. That is just absurd. And, like, that's not even counting a bunch of the games I'm probably forgetting, like Resident Evil, or not the Resident Evil, sorry, Final Fantasy 7. Intergrade, when that came to PC, they had the audacity to charge fucking $70 for that. That was really the first big $70 title, and then that had, like, I still haven't even gotten to play Intergrade because of that, because the performance was so extremely bad when I tried to actually play it that I couldn't get through it. I was like, what is happening? Like, and that was even with, I was using mods, and it was like several months afterwards with patches and stuff, and I was using mods to improve performance, and still I can't even play Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade. Like, it's absurd, dude. It is so absurd. And, like, people are like, whoa, why did you like Atomic Heart so much? Because it's the first fucking game, and I don't even know how long that actually runs good and looks good. Like, that's how sad the PC marketplace is now, is that if you just release a serviceable fucking game that runs how it should, like, PC gamers will basically stroke you off because of it. It's so sad, dude. We're in a terrible state of affairs right now. And every single fucking review I do, I'm just like, yeah, PC performance is pretty bad. PC performance, like, almost every single one. And now Resident Evil 4 Remake's coming out, and I know that's probably going to be bad because it has De Novo as well, and all the past Resident Evils have been spotty, but anyway, that's all. The gameplay's coming to a close because the Exterminator got here and I had to fucking go. I could rant on and on for this, but I won't. But, yeah, I just wanted to rant. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And, I'll see all of you in the next video. Or from Ceremony, let me know what you think of the new format. Okay, bye-bye.